Tori has so much to say, and it's bad because I don't have my own device or anything. Because Lily Garden prevents me from having. She creates a hostage situation on Rikers Island with my bro. I don't care about the life. I have proof everywhere, and I send the emails to the. Trust me, I make sure. You guys do iCloud. You deleted my iCloud. Trust me, I don't do iCloud. I send stuff to Mr. B. I send stuff to David. I send stuff to the whole world. You know, I have my own backup thing, whatever you call that, when you back up your little documents. It's back up to a different website. But when you put your resumes and everything, trust me, I have different backup files than you guys too. Which is the one, you guys know which one they use for the rest of the document. And you pay like a dollar and it's free most of the time. I have a crazy amount of backup storage, and I emailed Google to save everything to be not authorized to have authorization to all my email addresses and everything. Plus, my social media accounts. Trust me, everybody, I don't hide nothing. I have nothing to hide. First of all, you guys, the only one I was missing for the future plan is the Social Security Retirement Fund to avoid abolishing the Social Security Fund. How much we passed for the Social Security Fund? How many trillion? 7.4 trillion a year for our retirees from the age of 62 and up. How many members we have now? We have over 100. We have no 87 million people, 87.4 million people in Social Security retirement over the age of 62. Um, I don't believe in abolishing the Social Security Department, the taxation department. We will talk about that later. With the Social Security retirement, I know everybody. This is the one everybody was looking for because many Americans, majority of Americans, work so hard in their life. Social Security retirement funds. It's a way of from 401k. It's not enough sometimes to buy your little house, retirement house in the villages, the Palm Springs. Some go to Culver City, which was a good idea. Anyway, so this is well, we get 7.4 trillion and we get about 10.2 trillion. So 8.4944, we're in a 2.8 trillion deficit every year in our budget, which makes us look bad in our GDP. Our GDP should be growing at a higher rate, at a point 7, a point 6, 0.7% higher rate than it is right now. And that's why India is catching up to us, China is catching up to us, the United Kingdom is catching up to us, even Japan is catching up to us. Um, we have other countries like in Colombia. Colombia is even catching up to us. And weird countries like that, production and everything. And Russia, but Russia is the one catching up to us. And Ukraine was left. Ukraine is one of the highest things here too. And we have a lot of stuff that comes from Ukraine here that the old man is after. Anyway, not drugs. I'm not sorry. But that's it. Because he's after the recipe of Perf Amboy. I changed the name to Crystal Meth because Tina Turner is back in New York. And I'm very offensive, but that's why it's Perf Amboy, you know. The new drug name is Perf Amboy. It means something, but it means the rest figure it out. Because he wants that recipe really bad. He thinks Queen Elizabeth has it, so he can make my mom create a hostage and shit. My mom creates it because she doesn't want to go. She hates Jews and she doesn't want to go to Europe, to England. And he creates it because he wants a recipe for a drug that he enjoys so much in his life, but he can't enjoy no more because no one wants to have, no one wants to fuck him. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna censor him. So he wants to take it on him and hide it. And be like, you gotta fuck me, you gotta fuck me. And it's in Long Island, it's in Donald Trump's real childhood home, not the ugly one in Jamaica States where you can. That's his childhood home in Germany. That's what his childhood home looks like in Germany, and he knows it. That's what that little townhouse look like in Germany. Where he grew up. We did that one inside that one. Sean, that's where he grew up. I thought he was gonna be a interested buyer. And he likes Jamaica States. All right. So for the first year in the retirement, I'm going to give three simple payment amounts. One is 1,174, which is the minimum. On your first year, you will be receiving an increment of 1,486. On your second year, you will receive an increment of 1,783. On your third year, you will receive an increment of 1,989. Your fourth year, $223, and your increment of fifth year will make it 2,689. For an amount of 2,336, which is age retirement at 62, or so 62 to before 65. It's 2,366. Your first year will be 2,704. Your second year 2,999. Your third year 3,042. Your fourth year 3,903. Fifth year will be 4,048. Your For 3,849, which is the medium, it will be 4,396. Checks go to $7,000, right, guys? And then 4,396 will be the first year. Your second year will be 4,879, and your third year will be 5,236. Your fourth year will be 5,789, and your fifth year will be 6,243. And it could go so on, but we will have a cap until everything stabilizes, and then we'll use the money to invest in other things, and then we'll do a raise increment in the following 10 years. Probably we'll do it for the first 10 years, and then you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be because then it gets too much, you know. So we have a cap somewhere, but it's not gonna cap at the fifth year. If the depending on the cost of living and everything, we can live in increments, but we'll have a fund there, and we don't have to take our money from our government budget every year, as well as the workforce fund and the federal government, you know, because the federal government is a place to help the people, and it's a place to help grow the people and make sure everything runs efficiently and efficacious. But it's also to keep our safety and keep our nation protected. But it's also a business, and the business means we have to invest in order to invest in our people and make sure they receive what we invest of the return on investment, so they can live more productive, lucrative lives as well, and receive the proper tools and training tools and education and everything, and then so on, so on. All right. Medicines on the pharmaceutical 70 I don't want to scare you, 72.4% of the medications are effective for what they are. So that's a good percentage, because I know everybody in the medical field was a little bit scared. um, um, I want to talk about vaccines. Childhood vaccines effective? No, no. Measles, for autism, effective? No, no. For any of that, effective? No. Child. So now I'm asking pediatricians and children's hospitals and pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry, you made enough money of this already. No more vaccines for any children whatsoever. These are 0% effective. The COVID vaccine effective? No, no. No vaccine has ever been effective in the lifetime of this world. It's a gimmick. The flu vaccine is not effective. You still get the virus. All right. So Lou Gehrig's disease. Who knows what Lou Gehrig's disease? It's an alcohol. You're an alcoholic. You're a crazy alcoholic. That means, and you get effectively. They send you to a program, a liver a transplant, which means you go into 12. You have to do the 12 steps of the Alcoholic Anonymous. There's no such thing as a liver transplant. Parkinson's disease. It's when you go into alcohol withdrawal or substance abuse of your Parkinson's, because the shakes is temporal, it's not permanent. So we have many celebrities who said they had Lou Gehrig's disease or Parkinson's disease, and they're not lying to you. But is LS real? No, that's a fake syndrome. LS is not real. Our genetic disorder is real. Look, they are. But we have to go. Is shingles real? No, no. I found out that shingles is something. Evelyn got shingles and she was very scared. But it's because she was living in the warm climate in Florida, and she forgot to lotion all the time. And she got cirrhosis and eczema put together. And that's why, from being in the hot climate, you have to make sure you put cocoa butter and lotion. Because when you come back into the cold weather, you get shingles. No one living full time in New York City has gotten shingles in the wintertime, in the summertime, in the wintertime. But only the people that have traveled and come in the wintertime get shingles, you know, or so on. The research is going down. And then Evelyn, you know that when you bring your new husband, your kids have to approve. When you and you don't ever respect that rule, and you're not respecting the rule that sisters have to approve of you too. It's a both way thing. It started as the Ferrucci's, and it's an Italian thing that has ran around cultures around the world. Anyway, ay mi marido llega hoy, a mi marido no le gusta cuando llegan tarde, ay los maridos, me mandan a mi marido porque mi marido no le gusta, los perros están ladrando. Oh, and do you know, I'm going to teach crackhead dialect on Punjabi. The Dominican kids, 27,000 of them started speaking a new Dominican dialect. It's country Punjabi. It's the Punjabi from Delhi and other countries in India. They speak Indian, they speak Punjab. And I'm going to teach crackhead dialect. Oh, I had to drop off a package at the book line. That means you give away your baby. You gotta understand crackhead moms. You gotta be a very Ivy League kids. That's why we're very smart and we're very talented.